Hello, hello, and welcome. It is, it is my Friday. It feels like Friday to me. I kept thinking that, because on Fridays lately, my friends and I have been doing, Dan Da Dan. We've been watching together. Didn't do it last week because of my crash out, but probably might happen this week. Who knows? Um, So hopefully the stream it'll be like a normal length stream. Found out from my coworker that they want to pick me up earlier than expected, so I will need to get up earlier in order to then be able to cook. I'm going to dry my bedding and the outfit that I'm gonna wear. Just because of the bug situation, I'm going to just be extra courteous in that way. Cook the Brussels sprouts. So I decided, I tasted a little bit. I had found this Kewpie spicy sesame oil, which actually is pretty good. It has a bit of a kick. I'll show it. I need to clean out my big fridge, so I've been using the mini fridge, but this is it. Kewpie spicy sesame dressing and sauce. So I plan on using it as like the oil for the Brussels sprouts. Hopefully it will work for that. I'm going to cook them only for 20 minutes, so I don't think that they'll die. Because the recipe I'm using is like 20 to 30 minutes, so I'm probably going to check them at 20 minutes and then. But yeah, I ended up buying 3 bags of Brussels sprouts. I don't know if it is the right amount, but I didn't. There was really not that many left, and the bags are so small. They're so small. But I had like two. I got 2 bags that are like so small, and then in the market they have like pre-sliced uh, Brussels sprouts, like halves, in like a plastic plate kind of thing, kind of like in like for meats and stuff like that. They have like a little plate for it, but yeah. So those 3 things of Brussels sprouts I'm gonna cook up. Just gonna do it fairly simply because I didn't want to buy a bunch of ingredients and things that I don't typically use. So I did buy some pepper because I didn't have pepper. I already have salt. I'm gonna salt and pepper them, and then I'm going to. It says use oil to excuse me, use oil to drizzle oil on top. So I'm gonna use the sesame oil because I don't personally actually cook with oil. I'm a heathen and I boil everything basically, and I just like spruce it up by like putting sauces and things. But I don't cook with oil really. I have oil in the fridge. It's been a while. It's been in there for a while, so if I really need to, well, I mean, I only have one chance now that I think about it. So hopefully, I'll keep an eye on them. Probably at 10 minutes, I'll check them. But hopefully my coworker and her family are okay with a little spicy. It's not too spicy. I tried it, but also I used to, I'm still okay with, well, actually, like I literally put the chili garlic sauce, like I just pour a bunch. I pour like a dollop into my meal and mix it to make it spicier. I'm not someone who is crazy. I, I'm for spice level, I think I can go up to a 7 if I'm really just not enjoying it. But if I want to enjoy it but have it spicy, I will enjoy like a spice level 6 if it's out of 10. Alright, well we got the D card so we don't have to worry too much. To clean the dust. Oh, Cube A is gone. I thought that he was there before. Oh, that tree freaked me out a little bit. You gotta check out the window, but the angle. Alright. Yeah, I'm hoping that my coworker and her family are not against spicy. It's just like I didn't want to buy like the extra virgin olive oil is just like it's $15 for like a little bottle. That's what it wanted in the recipe. But it's like I'm not gonna cook. I'm not gonna cook with it. At least with the sesame oil, I can use it as like a sauce or like a dressing kind of thing. What am I supposed to do next? Whoops. Yeah, we're already in there. Oh, mouse. Typical of PC ball mouse. Come to think of it. This is technically a mouse, right? Oh, yeah, the mouse. Correct. A computer mouse. Oh, man, I remember back in the day, where in order for the mouse to be able to move, there was a little ball inside. And the ball always reminded me of an overtly boiled yolk of an egg. Like, when you boil the yolk of an egg to the point that it actually gets gray on the outside, that's what it reminds me of. That's what it would remind me of. And no, I did not try to eat it when I was a kid. It said use mouse, right? I guess I'll check it out. Why did it sound like a key? Oh, I turn the mouse over and pop out the ball. Do they hide something where the... Once I do, I find something metal left behind in the cap. What? I guess if he doesn't use his computer, he can hide it that way. He hollowed out the mouse or something. Oh, there's something in here. I take it out and see that it's a key for a cylinder-style lock. Ah, then we'll need to go back. Safety deposit box key, well thank you. What kind of hiding place is that? It's a really good one, in all honesty. Everyone has their own method of hiding things. I'm interested in knowing what that key unlocks, though. It's gonna be more pervy things. More weirdo things. These guys are weird. Doors. file with some kind of cylinder lock. Perhaps the key we found earlier is for opening this box. I'll try it. The safe key opens the box. Inside I find a printed email. Man. You know what though? There have been times where not printing the email, but there have been times that I've needed to like save the email as a PDF in order to send as evidence when I would counter disputes. Because sometimes sometimes when people dispute their charges, it's like really obvious, or we're telling them like, hey, if you, or they'll say like, oh, they claim that they pulled the thing, they pulled the dispute thing, because we get charged for countering the dispute, and also we get charged for getting the dispute, and then we get charged for countering that dispute. It used to be that we would only get charged for getting the dispute altogether, but man, some people are fucking annoying with that. It's like, look at your terms of service. Cancel your subscription before the day of, and also look at your bank statements. There's some guys, I'm so surprised. I will never forget, and I will never not be amazed how there was this one man who called me, and he was getting a monthly charge for 7 years. 7 years. And he wanted us to refund him. And then he tried to like guilt me by claiming that he would just talk shit about our company for the rest of our lives, when he just didn't look at his bank for 7 years and forgot about it. Like, I can't control you forgetting about it. Like, I can't. Well, it looks like financial documents. What, no cash? What, you wanted to steal it? These are clearly more valuable than that. It's just a stack of papers. But what's on the papers, that's important. And so is a stack of bills. Hand me the documents. I'll look them over and see what I can learn. Rose looks through the stack of financial papers, slowly flipping through them. It's probably good to have her. I see. So that's it. Sorry, this is just music. What? 5-5? I can't say for certain, but these papers all point to something. Oh, is it like, do they have to pay a dues to be a part of the club? Look like records of fake orders and illegal money exchange. Money laundering. Fake orders? What's that? Embezzlement. And large scale. There's a group of people that are stealing money. I could never. I was telling this to like my coworker who was like, because next week I have to, like Sunday I have to like check my, because next week I have to call in for a jury duty. And I was telling him how like another coworker, the one I'm actually going to have Thanksgiving with, I told him how that coworker had told me to just like next time just ignore the summons. And the coworkers in the meeting I was having with, they're like, what? Like, you'll go to jail. And like, one of them actually knew somebody that they got a warrant out for their arrest, and her friend did. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I would be able to do that. Like, I say it just, you know, to appease, because I know that that's what she's saying. But in reality, it's like, basically, I'm not someone who can get away with it. No matter what, it always comes back to bite me. I'm not able to do this. So, and especially with something like that, no, I would not be able to. And that's just how it is for me. I know for other people they can get away with it and everything, but I simply can't. I could never do something like this, stealing money from That's why I'm always super careful, and that's why, like, even when I had COVID, I like, and I had to do the deposits at my house. That one time, I did not keep the checks in. I immediately deposited them to get them out of my house. Like, I was not going to allow them to try to say that something didn't get deposited and that I had it in my possession. No. The only reason why I had to bring them home was because I only have one computer that has a certain software that I have to use. I suppose at this point, pad might be a bit more appropriate word to use. So that group was the 5 Club. So it probably was 5 people. We have 4 people so far. Is there another person? 5 Club was a secret group doing shady things like taking money from the company. I guess because it's so big, it's like, I guess, like such a... Oh, and that's why that one guy's like, this guy's suspicious. We don't trust him in our own very suspicious, illegal club. That's what Rose is. Yes, that's just my guess. Bravado. These documents were probably his insurance against the landlord. He must have figured they might try to put him. So this was his shield. So they were basically all pieces of garbage. Right? This people-ruined society are way pure havens. Are why pure havens like me stray. Mary. Yeah, even it's like, okay. Alright. Looks like someone printed out an email. They probably said something stupid and they didn't want to delete it. The sender's name is Kakua. Which reminds me, I'm not gonna say the details. All I say is for the story I told yesterday about finding out why a ex-coworker got let go and everything. Finding out in their findings and determination letter is what we got. And within the findings, they basically, because the employer needs to in the state that this was in, that the person was in or is living in, their laws require that the employer must submit the evidence as to why such and such person doesn't deserve unemployment, an unemployment claim due to them being let go due to misconduct. So originally, they didn't find like our reasoning good enough, so then we had submitted, well they had, I didn't know anything about it, but they had submitted evidence as to why this was the case. And within it, how we are able to track it is because we have our password vault, and the password vault actually tells the vault what we're doing. Maybe not exactly, but it could tell, like, it was able to tell how she sent herself something. It was just like, and it was just like a dishonest behavior that she had done. And it was just like, that's so crazy. But back then they didn't have that, so that's why they had to send it to be, he had to print it out because if they deleted it, then I don't know if no, I don't think that is, I think even back then, if you deleted an email, it wouldn't delete both ways, but still, it could wipe the computer accidentally, so, or purposefully. I glance over the paper. It's a printout of an email conversation between department head Kagawa and his lover. Man, because these guys are something. Well, I mean, but during on the job though, why are you answering this on the job? Apparently they hooked up in the middle of the night in the sales department before the love here. Oh. My. This guy was dipping his pen in multiple ways. million times we were told about these fire extinguishers. Apparently. A fire extinguisher. I may have seen one in the hallway. Yeah, we've seen like a many. So it seems this email was something Mono Countess carrying. Which means that they were both. Ah, maybe they both were in them. Yes. They each had their own weapons to guard against the other's inevitable betrayal. What do you think of that? They're all trash. There you go. Can't say that I disagree. Small fire extinguisher, according to the lover's email. A card key was hidden on the certain fire extinguisher. I don't see anything right off the bat. I kneel to look under the cover and beneath the extinguisher. There's no card key to be found. Alright. Oops. My poor gamer chair has seen better days. I've had this for like 4 years, so it's not too bad. Only recently did the cats really start kind of getting into it and ruining it. There's a small fire extinguisher in the aisle. Shows the cover. Not seeing any key card here. Search all the fire extinguishers that we've seen around here. Where the hell is this extinguisher hidden? I imagine it must be somewhere else. It'll be tough to look elsewhere without OA. And even with her, we might not have access. True. Are there any other places with fire extinguishers? Well, we can look at the map. Guess I'll check some other spots. I'm sure to God, I knew it. There's a fire extinguisher on this floor too. Good memory, as expected of my disciple. Where's it at? In the kitchenette. It's right over there. I'll be back in a sec. Check the fire extinguisher on the wall of the kitchenette. I look all over, but I can't find anything. Okay, so we need to go to the other one. How'd it go? It wasn't on that one. Let's try another spot. Alright. I wonder if it did that on purpose. Like, only the last fire extinguisher will have it. Yeah, today had been kind of a busy day. Not busy as in like a bunch of like specific like major tasks, but busy as in like I did a lot of walking today because I tried to go to the post office to get a poster too, because well, you know what, there might be another in each room. Well, no, we can't get into the other room, so that's fine. Just let a drawer. But I walked all the way to the post office in vain. I did bring a box back with me, but then that box wasn't even big enough. I thought it would be. For the posters, I had to then email the customer apologizing, like, well, still shipped in the thing, but I had to order more poster things, which sucks because it's literally the last poster, and now I'm gonna have 10 more poster boxes for no reason. I glanced over it as I thought. In this kitchen area too, I go and check out the fire extinguisher. Alright, we need to look in his own. Based on that look, I say you struck out. Yeah, let's look somewhere else. I looked up the drawer. But there's a fire. Leave Rose behind and check on the fire extinguisher and tape to the bottom. Of course it's in the same. Tape to the bottom of the extinguisher is a card. There we go. Found it. That's great to hear. It's a different color from always. Yeah. Maybe this one can get us into the rooms that always can. Oh, hi. Hey, sorry I'm late. At that moment, Oe walks out the elevator. You're too late. I'm pretty much done with my search already. Well, you're pretty handy to have around. So, tell me, what you got? I tell Oe what I found on Bondo and Kagawa. I include Rose's guesses about the 5-5 Club and the stealing from the company. Makes sense. I could see that being the thing that connects all the victims. So what was this group called again? 5x5 Club? No. The 5-5 Club. I think you have the wrong math. 5 divided? I'll look into that part. I can't promise any immediate results for you, but anyway, next is a secret rendezvous spot. That's the office we couldn't open on the 22nd floor, right? Yep. Where the general manager Shima works. Shima's the one who was decapitated. Aren't all of them decapitated? Gotta save right before, because that was a lot. Just in case, we're probably gonna have a ghost encounter. Inside I step into the office, I hear an odd breathing. I thought at first that was like just a rattling sound. I look up and then down the hallway and... Oh. Hi. Oh. I see a strange figure with a katana in one hand, panting like a beast. Like him. Oh, is it because of the shirt? This is bad news. It seems like our spirit has decided to take the stage. Here. Killer Peach. Now you breathe. Figure sways at this time. I'm so glad I saved before. I saw seems like a bad idea. I don't think I'm just passing through. Maybe I'm just passing through with work? Are you playing dumb with me? You must be one of them. No other questions needed. Oh, it has another thing on it. Blinding light flashes before my eyes. Am I decapitated? Suddenly, bright red blood sprays out from where I've been cut open. Just as deserved. Killer Peach's words are the last coherent thing I hear before everything quickly fades away. Damn. I see a strange figure. I'm trying to remember the Japanese word for haze. This is bad news. Well, finally, it's not just us. Or just us and the partner. Now we have a third person. Oh, Kirai. Kirai is Kirai. I hate. Or are you with Sumi? I wonder if just passing along. Alright, but then zero is out. So security is okay. Sometimes, like, I wish to go with, like, my initial thought, but then I second guess myself. Your Peach's breathing becomes ragged. Probably should just die. And why? Why do you smell like it? It's because of the shirt. Your Peach's tone is extremely hostile. I don't know who he is, but I get the feeling that if I say the wrong thing here. Oh, the cologne, yeah. I have something of his. Wow, really? By the skin of my teeth doing this. Something of his. Killer Peach looks at my bag. Peach, saying something stinks. Quick, give me that thing that stinks. I'll be your decoy. You guys hide in my room there. What? You trying to get yourself killed? Killer Peach doesn't kill women. Oh. You don't know that. It would just be a weird coincidence. Look, I'm still a police officer. It's my duty to protect citizens, even if they're punks. Give me that bag. Not the whole bag. Idiot, hand it over already. Damn it, fine. Just don't die. I ain't gonna die in a place like this. This guy Killer Peach is saying I smell like has gotta be a victim. What should I hand to Owen? It's Drescher. Did I make it? And in Deathmark 1, you had to like search for charms to get your thing up. Like it would not just reset every time. I do appreciate that it resets every time, but over the journey. Hey, Killer Peach, over here! Boy yells loudly and sprints off toward the elevator hallway. Rose. Yes. Oh, we did it. Looks the same as every other fucking room, but darker. Following her lead, I push open the office door and slip into the darkness. I stay hidden, holding my breath. Are they gone? I don't know. I can't hear anything. Do we literally go to... Why do we check? Open the door and peek out into the hallway. Hey, it's safe now. Whoa! Always suddenly appears. That's what they're yelling. Stunned by my amazing beauty? Always joke meets nothing but awkward silence. Wow, that's a little cold. Is it? Yeah. It ran like hell after me and chased me into the hall, but right before I was about to get killed, it suddenly took a whiff of me. Then it kind of whispered, "Are you a woman?" After that, it just left me alone and walked to the elevator. Ah, so she was correct. Man, you're damn lucky that was the case. Oh yeah, today is my abuela's birthday. She's 93 years old. And yesterday she had gotten a cat. I think she named the cat Tita, I'm not too sure. But she seems to really like the cat. It's a tabby. My brother sent me pictures. I don't know why. It just it was hilarious. Where one time I was talking to, I think I was like, because every week we always talk about like a good thing that we did over the weekend or something before we get into the actual meeting. And I talked about like how I have a brother, and my manager was just so shocked. She's like, "What? I didn't know you had." It's just like I never talked about it. Then it suddenly vanished. It vanished? That's what it looked like, yeah. The elevator it went through was the one we can't use, the special elevator. Ah. And why is it so special? Oh yeah, you can have this back. Do I want it back though? Got the dirty dress shirt. Seems like you cheated death. And your intuition was correct too. Apparently Killer Peach only attacks men. Well, I know who's gonna be with me in the final battle then. Yeah, though. I'm not sure why. Still, may as well use it to our advantage. Seems like it's got a great sense of smell. I'm gonna stop talking about smells. Also seems to have poor eyesight. Else I would have known I was the lady before it smelled me. If we're gonna face it again, we better keep that in mind. Now, let's go search Shima's then. Right. What do you mean? I thought I was in there. Oh, we went in this. Oh, okay. What do you mean? There you go. I'm like, oh, excuse you. I slid the black key card through the reader. I hear the door unlock. Looks the same as every other. There's nothing but snacks inside. Maybe we should take those snacks. Open the drawer, there's a binder full of business cards inside. Business cards are all from famous mayor. major firms. Yeah. General Manager Shima's desk has a large glass window behind it. This is Shima's desk. Let's give it a good look. Oh, fancy. A glass knick-knack with a lead stand. It looks fairly expensive. Lead. I don't see any holes for pencils. Oh, let me make myself clear. The base of the trinket is made of lead. Excuse me, don't get all snippy. The glass trophy is apparently some kind of cooking ore. The surface has a signature etched into it. Trophy features this inscription. Presidential Award. Sumi Group President. Noboru Ishimaru. That's the president that died recently, right? It appears that President Ishimaru conferred this award to Shimaru. I look closer at the letters and notice that it's pretty dirty near the letters. Paying more attention, I realize that the dirt is actually fingerprints. Can we do a little transfer of the fingerprints and do it for like a scanner? This thing is pretty dirty. It's covered in fingerprints. Fingerprints? Rosa quietly pipes up behind me. Pichima, use this to pick up that trophy for me. Rosa takes out a handkerchief. Huh? You want the trophy? Yes, but I need you to be careful not to get your own fingerprints on it. Glass trophy. I don't know what you want with it, but I've got it. I see what you're doing. You want the prints. Exactly. You must have Shima and Ishimaru's fingerprints on it. The special management elevator has a fingerprint reader, correct? Yeah. But do you get that? But do you got the right tools? It's not rare for a state-of-the-art building like this to have a fingerprint reader. So I brought some magic equipment, just in case. That's a villain for you, I guess. Wait a sec. You're not gonna duplicate the fingerprints, are you? You caught on very slowly with that. You betcha. It's a surprisingly simple trick. Let's return to the first floor and try it. Alright, we're gonna look at other stuff. Famous Western cigarette. Thing's not even lit, but it still has a strong sweet smell. Ew. Cigarettes are disgusting. Doesn't look too dirty, seems like it's cleaned often. It's an awfully clean computer. Looks like it might be brand new. It's a small set of drawers attached to a desk. There's hardly anything inside it. All that catches my eye is a fist-sized glass bottle and a compact mirror for guys. So all this looks interesting. Orchid blue and compact mirror. What the fuck is that? The bottle has cologne and and I think it was presented with the presidential. Rosa points to the bottle's inscription. Ex-Presidential Award. It's a brand the President Ishimaru liked. Some crone about it in the business magazine. It's just bottled old man smell, if you ask me. Bottle is only half full. Judging by the bottle's emptiness, Shima must have used this cologne daily. Speaking of cologne, the dress shirt that drove Killer Pete crazy reeked of cologne as well. I take a whiff of the cologne to check, and it smells exactly like the dress shirt. Was this cologne the smell that Killer Peach was talking about? Yes, most likely. It has an extremely good sense of smell. You think so? It's possible it was using this cologne's scent to identify its targets. Oh. If it's targeting a smell, we ought to try throwing some of this cologne on it. If we're covered in the smell that it hates, that'll drive it nuts, wouldn't it? But isn't that a little mean? Splash perfume on it, huh? Sounds tough. I'll make a note of it. That sounds a little mean. I think we'll figure something else out. I want to appease her. I don't want any of my people to die. Control panel says the elevator is turned off. Alright, let's try it. Yes, I'll need to borrow that trophy if you please. Take it. Not like it's mine anyway. Rose takes out some kind of film and carefully presses it against the trophy. I lean forward a bit to see how it works. Hey, what are you staring at? You're not allowed to look. If you become any more of a hoodlum, that'll be a big pain for me. Jerk. I'm trying to teach you a lesson, too. Shoot! It'd be boring for you to watch anyway. I'll call you when I'm done. Then. Apologies for taking so long. I think this should suffice. Take a fake Ishimaru print. Now that I think it through. What if this was just some random person's fingerprint? Well, we'll find out. Yeah, that's a possibility. But if it is, we'll just try it again until we get the right one. Seriously. Never know until we try it out. Let us hope that we got the right one. Alright, Killer Peach. Oe became decoy. The Killer Peach disappeared in front of the special elevator. Only attacks men. Seems to be true. Ogre Blue. Ishimaru's favorite cologne. On Shima's desk. Whoever uses it becomes a target? What if we douse Killer Peach with the cologne? I still feel like that's me. I don't know if I'll do that. It's the elevator that reaches the management office. It has a fingerprint scanning device. Looks exactly the same as the other elevators, except for the fingerprint scanning device. I tried pushing a button, but it doesn't work. I take out the fake Ishimaru print and press it against the fingerprint scan. Please work. After a moment of silence, a ding announces that the special elevator has arrived. Phew, it worked. Alright, nicely done. If If we use this elevator, we can get to the president's office on the 44th floor. Ah, the death signal. Oh, another call I have to take. Oh, come on. Go ahead without me. Aloy walks away from the elevator as she talks into her cell phone. So then, shall we go? What even use was she? Other than being the decoy. I mean, that was kind of important, but... I step into the special elevator. Everything appears normal. According to the control panel, the elevator stops at the 44th floor and the roof. We don't really need roof access. It looks like this finally gets us to the 44th floor. As a mouthful. A mouthful. That's the floor with the president's office. Hehe. I'm sure we'll find something interesting. Please don't go off and do your own thing. As I finish saying that, the elevator sways violently and... Wow. Ah. Warning to headphone users. A strange scream rattle. I don't know if that's a scream. A strange scream rattles the elevator. It almost sounds like it's coming from the ground. It seems to have stopped. There's probably an earthquake. Hopefully it hasn't stopped the elevator. Sorry for making you wait. That was a rather large one. Huh? What are you talking about? That earthquake we just had. It shook the hell out of the elevator. Earthquake? What are you going on about? I can't feel anything in the hall. Judging by her facial expression, she's not messing with me. Wait. So are we under the impression that only the elevator shook? If that were the case, it'd break it. The damn thing better not be busted after all we did just to get access to it. Well, we'll know once we try it out. Let's try going to the 44th floor. The death floor. With caution to the wind, I hit the button. The elevator starts moving smoothly. What? It's moving. The elevator continues on. Almost on the 44th floor, the floor display vanishes. At the same moment, I hear some kind of impact from the elevator ceiling. Uh-oh. What was that noise? It sounded like we hit something. Well, in any case, we seem to have arrived. Though at what floor, I cannot say. What is this place? As soon as we exit the elevator, Rose asks a question I don't have an answer to. The 44th floor of the moon tower. This can't be it. This ain't no way. But this is. Storage? Aloy begins quickly searching the area. That reminds me, speaking of spooky offices and things like that, I remember there's a particular Scottish Rite Shrine that we would have our meetings at for the International Order of the Rainbow Foot Girls, the Masonic Youth Group. What are you? Stop that. Stop eating that dust. I do not want you to throw that up. And I remember, like, my friends and I, basically we would sometimes do sleepovers there. And I remember when we were playing hide and seek, we like accidentally pressed a floor where it looked like a weird storage floor, like a backrooms kind of thing. Very cramped. It wasn't like opened up like a backrooms thing, but I remember we all felt really wrong about that, and we refused to go on there, obviously, to check. Yeah. Well, what should we do? This isn't where we were trying to go. I look over at Ole. No, wait a second. Can't put my finger on it. There's something about this place. Cube, stop eating that dust, I swear. No. Let's look around a bit before we head back. Cube, no. You don't need to. He's just slowly eating it. Just a dust bunny he's eating. Cats have like a strange thing where they will eat their fur. He is acting like it is a snack. Why? They'll just eat clumps of fur that they find. I think it's like instinctually they want to like get rid of the evidence or something. They're compelled to eat like any leftover fur to get rid of it. Let's look around a bit. Alright. Well, for some reason that opened up my sinuses. A TV was built in, a TV with a built-in VHS deck. Power lights on, so it should work. It's not exactly the time to watch videos. Gotta search the area first. Well, there might be a time. Alright, well that's where we gotta... Excuse you, sir. But being bad. Okay. What's 9 times, so... Christmas tree. It's the hottest part of the summer right now. But for some reason there's a Christmas tree. I mean, what if they're just like keeping the decorations here? Lights hang from the ceiling. They aren't on, but buzzing like there's still some juice going through them. For some reason there's a puddle on the floor. Going up what's around it. Let's say there was a fire here. Ah, the sprinklers must have gone off. Several red tubes are on the floor. I think they're flares. All of them are either used already or too wet to be able to work. What are they doing here? Ah, this must have been the fire the president died in. sense a presence in the dark. Quickly point my flashlight to it and at it. Yep. I see that strange figure lying in wait for me. Damn it. Again. It sways as it walks towards me. Warning. Investigating cubicle orders. Are you one of them? Okay, we have to do everything in our power to not seem like we're one of them, guys. Peach's words are the last coherent thing. Oh, he's purring in my ear. He is a good shoulder cat. He is a good shoulder boy. Super vague. She doesn't appreciate us having any knowledge whatsoever. Oh. Why? Because I did this a third time? Okay, so that's why. Investigating now. Those who bent Ishimoto's power. Wait just a sec. Why suddenly jumps between me and Killer Peach? Oh wait. I seem to know something. I'm looking for some details. Who are you? I can't just let you do what you want. I'm a police officer. I'm in the middle of an investigation. Killer Peach starts laughing. Police? Ridiculous. Wag your tail for Ishimaru, you useless fraud. Huh? What are you calling useless? Just tell me what you know already. Hey, what are you doing? Shut up, idiot. Try to stop her, but she brushes me off. You know she has a katana, right? Killer Beach breathing becomes more ragged. At this rate, oil. I'm a detective, don't worry. I've got this under control. I'm rolling nothing bad. Hop pin. Whoa. Oh, his voice wavers again. Gotta just have ruined. Ruined a good time. Sounds like a bucket of water is dumped onto the floor as she collapses. Ah! Run! Sprint to the elevator and mash the button. She was killed. Oh, I was just killed. Killed by Killer Peach. Was she? My brain is going into overdrive. So many thoughts and images flood my head that I can't focus on anything. Finally, the elevator arrives at the first floor. Kijima. Let's get off. We're at the first floor. Right. Right. We have to get off. Huh? The elevator shakes again and that weird scream fills my ears. Another earthquake? That's not natural. What do you want, Cube? Just as we go to leave the elevator forces us back up. Someone comes in from the other side. The other side? Is it Oe? Oh. Sorry for the wait. Did we see the future? What? It's Oe. I very vividly recall being slashed to pieces. Oe? Possible. You were just... I'm always puzzled by Rose's dismay. Huh? What are you talking about? I stare at her face. As far as I can tell, the person standing in front of me is definitely Oe. What are you staring at me for? No reason. Feeling alright? Just tell me what this all is about already. We literally saw you slashed to pieces. You became sashimi. Huh? Get what you're trying to say. So in a weirdo place I was killed by Killer Peach. And yet I'm right here? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, guess I'll start with the easiest issue. If that really happened, then why am I alive? I'm be so confused right now. I need the answer to that. It's no use. It's got incomprehensible. Let's try mentally retracing our steps. 44th floor, but arrived at a mystery floor instead. Now you're leaving out the earthquake. When we got on the elevator, it shook violently. An earthquake? When you got on the elevator? Kinda always jogs my memory. Now that I think about it, only Oe didn't feel the earthquake. Also, when we got back to the first floor after escaping, we felt another earthquake. That's when Oe showed up once again. Almost like some kind of deja vu. Wait a sec. We really are repeating everything. What's gonna happen? What do you mean by that? That earthquake. If the earthquake is the marker, we return to that point. Hold up. Let me see if I'm following. Back in time, is that your theory? Yeah, I mean, makes sense. We return to a time when Oe's still alive. Or like, to the point right before we went up on that special elevator. Confusing silence passes between us. I don't really understand a theory, but why don't we just try something over again? Try everything over again. Try it again, you say. Yeah, let's take the special elevator to the 44th floor. I get killed again. I still haven't gone there yet. Well, she is right about that. We really had gone back in time. We really hadn't ridden the elevator yet. I'm fine with going again, but just try and stay calm, alright? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? That's what got you killed. Get in the elevator again. Okay, so getting back to our conversation. Oh yeah, redirects the conversation. Did Killer Peach say anything about Ishimada? Yeah, he kept badgering Killer Peach about him. Then you got cut to shreds. Huh, I see. Might be tied to the rumors about Ishimada. Moon Tower was Big Bill. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. Some diet woman was popping up on the news. That was diet woman Okayama. She was handed the national diet too, but in the end, they said she didn't have enough proof. Nothing got settled. Wonder if that's the case Killer Peach is talking about. At this rate, the details have all faded from public memory. Alright, what is this about? Well, that'd be a pretty neat trick, because Okayama's gone missing. Some say she ran away or committed suicide. But they never found the body. Seriously? Wait, speaking of which, Killer Peach. Just as sounds like something hits the elevator ceiling. What was that noise? Who knows? Maybe something hitting the elevator. Something's hitting it to stop us from going to the 44th. By the way, we heard a similar sound the last time we rode this. Everyone stares at the ceiling. Can we open it up? Yeah, there's an emergency hatch. You can open that up. Can't open the hatch on my own. Rose, help me out here. You're not asking me to lift you up, are you? Or I can lift you, however you want to do it. I'm kidding. can't stand on top of a lady. You can climb up on me. As you wish then. Hang on tight. Work together to get the hatch open. Can you get it?
問題ない。
Yes, no problem here. The hatch swings open and... What? Do we see a face? The object that hit the roof clatters down onto the elevator. Oh, a katana? What the heck is something like that? The noise must have been caused by this katana hitting the elevator. And Rose picks up a small electronic device laying next to the katana. This is a voice recorder. Rose presses the button on it.
向山だ。念のためここに記録を残す。
The woman's voice starts speaking firmly. Okuyama. That's a diet woman you were just. Shut up. Can't hear what she's saying. Excuse you, Kyubey. No, I actually don't want you there. I have certain things. I just moved the piece of my cosplay that I left there. I don't want Cuba to get to it, but you can lay on the rest of the stuff on the chair. Today I've come directly to question President Ishimadu of the Sunni group. I'm a diet woman, but this is Ishimadu, so anything could happen. If I happen to suddenly go missing, the culprit is Noboru Ishimadu. A review of the truth behind the Mori Department stole fire in the sale of that property. For that child's sake. For the sake of all those lost that day, of Muhammad is dying. The police and judiciary refuse to act then. Take matters into my own hands. That's where the recording ends. Quite a surprise hearing Okuyama's voice. And she labeled Ishimadu as the culprit. Sumi would have had a hard time with this feeling. Yeah, you're right. Boy's reply seems oddly distracting. Yeah, something bothering you? No, I'm just wondering what that picture is. Oh, there's blood on it. It's a kid's doodle. The one with the headband is Momotaro. I pick up the picture and find something written in crayon with shaky handwriting. Mom is cool like Momotaro. Don't let the bad people be. I'll be drawing for Mother's Day. Aw, that's a shame. It's got blood on it. Kiji. Yeah, I know. Take a deep breath and touch the dark black blood stain on the picture. Think she this far. Stupid sons. Sons of bitches. Probably saying, I didn't think that she would get this far. Stupid sons of bitches. You hear men whispering. Finally, the image starts to come together in my mind. After done with, these are presentation mother's orders. Dispose of this woman immediately. The place stirs. It seems like there are 3 or 4 men there. General manager, are you sure? She's... The dignified voice cuts him off and repeats the orders. Cut her head off. That's your punishment for running wild with the peasants who left Katana. Once you're done, throw her in the trunk. Take her to a treatment plant tomorrow. Yes, sir, Bondo, Takada. You hear him? Cut off her head. But she's still alive. I heard a quiet noise, like someone coughing up blood. She'll be dead soon anyway. You're ordered to behead her. What a waste of a good woman. What'd you see? You already know. The Sumi guys. They killed Okuyama. Figured so. Let me guess, the killers are the 5-5 Club guys? Yeah, I think so. I heard some of their names. Apparently President Ishimaru gave them orders. They cut off her head. Her body's probably... What'd they do? I don't know. It said something about putting it in a trunk, taking it somewhere. Huh. Well, I think we know why Killer Peach is after Sumi employees now. Let's go to the 44th floor. You're still going. Got a painfully detailed explanation of why the victims were attacked. We also got Okuyama's voice recorder. You know, everything that you couldn't dig up during the police investigation. You know, I need more. I gotta go to that weird floor you guys are talking about. Oh, by the way, I'll be confiscating that recorder and katana you found as evidence. Of course. Oh. This is the place, huh? Always start looking around the area. So Killer Peach appeared just ahead. Yeah, right up there. Like I was saying this time. Shut up. Let's get going already. Sacre bleu, Kijima. History might repeat itself again. Oh no, there she is. The screams from the mouths pierce my brain. The tale has reached happily ever after. Put them to the sword, put them to the sword. Kill. Our next run-in with Killer Peach. This might be our last chance. Dive woman Tomoko Okuyama, voice on recorder. Corporate is Noboru Ishimaru. After the department store fire and selling of the site, kids drawing. Mom is so cool, like Momotaro. A mom. Tomoko like Momotaro, in the eyes of her child. Guise and vision. Kill Okuyama? Ishimaru's orders. Alright, we're gonna definitely save. And I think I will leave it at that because now it is 9:30. So will leave it at that. As of right now, it looks like I won't be rating, so I will just leave it at that. But thank you to those who had dropped by, who would watch now or also later. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna leave it at that because I know that there's gonna be a lot of story, and I do need to have a good night's sleep tonight. So thank you very much, everybody, and as always, I will see you next time. Bye bye.